check. What's up, guys? Wow, it has been a while. Hey, just reading some of your comments. But God, it's been so long, guys. Last week I was pretty busy with some stuff in Sydney, so I went to Sydney to do stuff for my fund. And yeah, basically the whole week I was there. The week before, I think I cut down from 5 days a week to 2 days a week. I can't even remember if I did anything there. Whoa, Sandbox. So Adidas announced Sandbox Land 1 hour ago. Okay. Yeah, it's been ages. Missed you. Thank you. Missed you guys too. I think after like 90 days of streaming pretty much daily, got a little bit exhausted. So taking a bit of a break was good, and finding that sort of rebalance of where the streams sort of sit in my busy schedule. The annoying thing is, like, what I've done is I've done the streams at 9 a.m., which is a decent time to start, but it kind of disrupts my flow for the rest of the day. And if I'm running the fund and also Medicare, it just takes too much out of me, right? So anyway, found a spot for it. I think we'll stick to 2 days a week, but happy to be here, guys. What's been going on? Been long, yes. Good morning, everyone. What's up, Maddie? Says Stan. Good to see you, man. Bill Scar, looking good, Maddie. Fresh AF. Do I? For once, do I look not asleep? That's good. Chris Cannon, hey, Maddie. Wolf Game talk, please. You guys have to educate me on a bit of Wolf Game. I've been hearing and seeing it everywhere. I'm going to pull up a bit of what's going on. Today, guys, I've pulled up some articles. I'll be going through a bunch of stuff, but I think there's so much in the NFT space I've missed over the last few days because I've just been so heads down with my fund that I need you guys to help me kind of catch up with the space a little bit. I did a break too in the Dominican Republic, says Stan. Good. Yeah, it's so needed, right? Like, it's hard to even get a break of more than 2 hours away from your phone before you're like dying to see what's going on OpenSea or something. Hey, Maddie, what's up? Here from Penguin Fight Club, says Nikki. Nikki, are those penguins from DCL? Is that the Penguin Fight Club you're talking about? Because I see those penguins everywhere. It's pretty damn good marketing, to be honest. Hey, Maddie, we spoke on Twitter DM about my project, says Sean. Dual World Fusion. We're now minting and have built a great community. Please take a look. It would be an honor. Good morning, Maddie. Can I message you in our Discord server? I would like to hear some advice on growing audience in the NFT space. I put out a tweet, guys, the other day. You are welcome to message me on the Discord. I put out a tweet the other day, guys. So if you guys have built something recently and you want some marketing exposure and you want to know sort of how to get some eyeballs in the space, I would advise taking a look at this tweet thread that I did somewhere. There we go. I did this tweet thread on how to bring eyeballs to your NFT project, whether it be art or avatars. The reality is, guys, so this is what I've learned, right? When I first started sort of entrepreneurship online, I pretty much went to Google and I searched, how to make money online. And that's where I started. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, but it took me a really long time to realize that there's somewhat no point in building apps and websites and blogs and all that sort of stuff if you don't have a plan to bring eyeballs on those platforms. So I'd make apps, or I'd make websites, or I'd make all these sort of things. I'd have an e-commerce store, I'd set up all these things, and then, it'd take me a month, maybe a couple of weeks or a month, or maybe a month and a half to build something. But then I'd be like, well, what next, right? How do I market this thing? How do I get people to see it? So I eventually went into marketing full-time. I started to learn how to bring awareness to your products in the digital space. And that's why with my Twitter and my YouTube, or even if you look at the Medikey, the biggest team here is the social team, because I just know how important that is. Anyway, I did a thread on NFT Marketing 101. If you haven't read it and you built an art, you're doing art, or you're made an NFT project, whatever that project may be, this should help, right? So it's very quickly, what I realized is it does come down to three main things. Sort of great product. You got to really have a really good product. So when you show people Like people have to actually like it, right? It can't be something that does really hit the mark, the demographic doesn't like it. If it is at that stage, then you keep reiterating it till the demographic does like it. Now, this is different to art. Art is a different, completely different category. I mean, art and the artist are the product, and they can continue to do their own thing. But if you have an avatar project or any other sort of game or something, you know, it's this constant state of iteration till the product is really good. And building awareness is another thing, and then persistence, and then reiterating through feedback. So building awareness is a massive game of experimentation, like putting it on Twitter, putting it on Reddit, making YouTube videos, doing a Twitter space AMA, doing a, you know, joining a Discord, helping as a mod. It's all this stuff you try, and then eventually you'll find small sections that really help your project in particular, and then you drill down and you double down, triple down on that. Anyway, just because that question was asked, I pulled up this thread, so check it out if you guys want, if you want to learn something about marketing. That's the Penguin Fight Club wearable. It's a 3-piece, saw the glasses sell for $500, almost as much as the basic hoodie. Nice. Serge says, I saw your tweet. It is not about marketing an NFT project, but grow as a person in that space, as a thought leader. Right. Sorry, totally missed the mark. GM, can I message you in our Discord server? I would like to hear some advice on growing audience in the NFT space. So you want to learn how to grow an audience as a thought leader. Right. Content. Kind of taking a page out of Gary Vee's book. These 12 books, but content is just king. Like continuously throwing out content, whether you think it's good content, whether you think it's medium content or crap content, just putting it out there, getting feedback. Maybe you'll realize people like you talking about virtual land. Maybe you'll realize people like you talking about something else. And if you do that every day, and yeah, of course you can sleep in, of course you can get distracted for a day and play games for a week or whatever you want to do. But if you're consistent over 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, naturally your audience, it kind of reaches this inflection point where you're kind of going linear for a while. Maybe the first year going linear, and then you start to go like this. And then you kind of start to go parabolic at some point. When the audience comes in, there's this parabolic range that you can only get to after like 6 months, 1 year, 2 years of sort of building. In the NFT crypto space, you know, you can start a Twitter account and start tweeting and really get a heavy audience quite quickly. So you can kind of go like this pretty much straight away. But at some point, whether it be business or marketing or whatever it may be, there's this sort of inflection point where things go exponential. Even with Decentraland and Axie Infinity and all these projects that have blown up this year, they were in building for 4 years, right? Axie Infinity, I remember when they'd be celebrating 2,000 players for a day. I remember when they hit the 10,000 DAU mark, the daily active user mark, and we were like, whoa, 10,000 users in a blockchain game, that's massive. Now they have 1 million plus, right? For 3 years, if they had given up in the second or third year, yeah, if you had given up in the second or third year of building, then you would never have got to that fourth year where things went exponential, right? So a big part of it is really just not giving up and being persistent. Anyway, if that helps someone, that's awesome. But in terms of being a thought leader, it's really just knowing your stuff and putting content out there in as many ways as you possibly can, and slowly growing. I remember on YouTube, I'd make a YouTube video when I first started, and I'd get the odd comment of being like, hey, Maddie, this is pretty helpful. One comment, right? And I'd be like, oh, that's awesome. One person finds it helpful. I'm going to keep going. So it would actually motivate me to keep going. And again, like this, the small sort of wins, which was like 50 views, you know, hitting my first 100 views on my YouTube videos and stuff like that. Alrighty. Good morning. It's a great thread. Thank you, Maddie. Yes, everyone hit the like button. Only 3 likes so far. Yeah, guys, hit the like button if you can. It helps people come to the stream. I think everyone's forgotten about Maddie. I haven't done a YouTube stream for a while, so hit the likes if you can. Pony Tony NFT says, what would you do if you had to start all over again? I'm asking for a friend. Are you talking about brand building, marketing, or are you talking about NFT investing? I can absolutely answer that. Adam says, hey, Maddie, how do you find a way to respectfully ask you to check out our projects? Adam, I need to set aside a time to just go through projects. Like my DMs and Twitter and everything is just so flooded. It's just, personally, it's overwhelming. I'm sure you guys have some amazing projects. I'm just personally overwhelmed when I open my DM and I see 300 unchecked messages. It's just like exhausting just to even know where to start. At some stage, I'll have to check it out. So again, feel free to Discord me or DM me on Twitter. I may not have checked it at some point, but at some point, I will. I'll go through them when I find spare hour somewhere. Yo, Maddie, when is the giveaway, bro? We miss you. Good question. Good question. I need to set up the giveaway, right? I'm thinking, guys, today we mix it up and we don't do an Astro Friend. So if Michael's listening to this, head's gonna start exploding. But we are not doing an Astro Friend today. What I thought we'd do is a timeless avatar. Ooh. Someone's gonna win a timeless avatar. So I'm not sure if you guys have come across Treeverse, but good old Treeverse is a sort of like a virtual world MMO RPG, whatever you want to call it, game. Michael's here. So Michael, can you set up to win a timeless avatar? Awesome. Yeah, so this is what Treeverse is building. You can kind of go in there. It looks like you can go in there as your avatar. You can, I'm assuming you can collect resources at some point. You can do all sorts of things, and the really cool thing is that with Treeverse, you know, they've built a pretty cool product. Like you can actually go in there. I think even today during the beta test, people are jumping in. Hundreds of people are jumping in, talking, walking around. And they've sold avatars that you can use in the world. Now, Timeless are this set of anime-inspired avatars. And it looks like a bunch of people have got them. So you're only able to mint these Timeless avatars if you have a tree avatar, one of the plots of land. So you go to OpenSea, our trusty friend OpenSea. Let's go to Treeverse and see what our Treeverse is going. Treeverse is the project, and the floor price is 1.2 on this plot. So if you have a founder's plot, the founder's plot gives you your own little pocket of space that you can build. If you have a founder's plot, I think that's whitelisted to be able to mint a timeless avatar. So if you go to timeless NFTs, it looks like 3,500 avatars have been minted at a floor price of 0.42. Holy shit. That's actually pretty big. Maybe we'll go back to the Astro Friend. No, I'm kidding. We'll do it. We will do the timeless avatar. So someone's gonna win a timeless avatar, right? So I'm gonna duplicate this and show you guys what I got. I should have claimed it and we could have done a reveal. Maybe we'll save a reveal for Thursday. Thursday we'll do a full DCL blogger reveal. No, we're doing it, guys. We're doing the giveaway. All right. Someone's gonna win a 0.4 Ethereum timeless. It ain't gonna be me. All right. So what I've got is, let's see. People that have been following me for a while pretty much know that I degened into Treeverse a while back at 0.4 ETH, and I bought, I have about 88. All right, I've got about 88 plots. 5, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65. Wait, no. 5, 10, 12, 12, 24, 36, 72, 87, right? I have 87 plots. Da Vinci's back. What's up, man? You are the legend, not me. You're the legend. Yeah, I have 88 plots, and so I can mint 88 timeless NFTs at 0.2 ETH each. So you bet I'm going to be minting them. So someone's going to get a timeless plot. I actually gave away a founder's plot, I think second or third day of my stream back in the day. So I don't know who won that. I can't remember, but someone did. All right, so I'll be able to mint a timeless, and it looks like the cheapest one is 0.4. There definitely has been some decent sales. So if you look at the amount of sales there's been for timeless avatars, from 0.75 to 1.3, 6.2 Ethereum for this one. 1.1, 4 Ethereum, some pretty decent size sales. I'll wait to mint mine and see what I get. This one is... What's so special about this one? Let's see. I think it's the golden armor. 0.5% of the timeless NFTs, the timeless avatars have golden armor. So how many are those right now? 18. So only 18 of them have golden armor. That's why it's all for 6 ETH. So if I pull a golden armor piece, I think it's between 6 to 10 Ethereum, I believe. Right? All right. So good luck for whoever wins it. To win it, guys, what you got to do is I've pinned. So Michael's pinned a comment at the top of this chat. It's going to take you to the good old Medikey Discord. Let's open up the Medikey Discord. All right. Oh God. Once you're in the Medikey Discord, if I open it up and we click Medikey, then you'll find this giveaway, stream giveaway channel. And in that channel, you got to click this emoji and it's going to spit out a winner after approximately 16 minutes from now. So someone is going to win as long as you're in here and you've clicked this emoji, this giveaway button. Someone's going to win a timeless avatar. So good luck to whoever wins it. We've been, like I said, we've been giving away NFTs every single day since I've started the stream. 90 days of NFT giving. It's been pretty cool and fun to do. And some of those NFTs have gone on to do really well. Some of them have done mediocre. But this is such a cool thing about NFTs is they work so well for giveaways. I think it's just awesome. All right. Good luck, guys. Good luck. I hope one of you guys win it and blow it up on Twitter or utilize it in the game or whatever, and you get something really, really cool. Okay. Let's go through some pieces of news, guys. All right. I need you guys to educate me a little bit. I have been away over the last week, as you guys know. So it looks like November 17th, about a week ago, Sandbox introduced their alpha. Greetings, creators and explorers. Welcome to the Sandbox Metaverse. We are very happy to be sharing this exciting news with you. In the article, blah, 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 blah. The Sandbox Alpha is an open multi-week play-to-earn event starting on November 29th at 1 p.m. UTC, in which players will have the opportunity to explore the Sandbox Metaverse for the first time through 18 experiences created by the Sandbox teams. It's pretty good. The Alpha Pass is an NFT ticket that will allow people to completely explore the 18 experiences of the Alpha season content and earn up to 1,000 Sand. So you got to get an Alpha Pass. How do you get an Alpha Pass? Players without an Alpha Pass will still be able to access 3 full experiences and the Alpha Hub, a central multiplayer experience showcasing a range of locations. Cool. How do you get one? What can I earn in the Alpha? 1,000 Sand for completing all objectives of the Alpha. Whoa. About 3K USD you can earn by completing all objectives. 3 exclusive The Sandbox Alpha NFTs. All right. How do you get one? The Alpha Raffle for landowners only. If you are a landowner in the Sandbox, we would like to thank you by offering you a chance to win one of the 1,000 Alpha Passes we reserved for our VIPs. Okay, register for the Alpha Raffle from November 22nd to November 28th. Every land you own will give you one more chance to win. The winners will receive the Alpha Pass on November 29th. Daily social contests. Purchase an Alpha Pass. Some Alpha Pass owners may decide to sell the NFT on OpenSea. All right, so you can buy it from them. If you buy it from them, you get NFTs, which are the first ever, or sort of like the launch NFTs for Sandbox, and you pretty much get a few $1,000s because you'll be able to. Most people will be able to complete the objectives in Alpha. I'm assuming there's going to be someone that will complete the objectives and put it all on YouTube. Cool. I reckon that's a pretty great idea for the launch. Claiming your Alpha Pass NFT, blah, blah, blah. Didn't win an Alpha Pass. If you entered that raffle, didn't win an Alpha Pass. The Sandbox is definitely looking pretty damn cool. I have to admit. The benefit of this sort of drag and drop, very specific kind of mission-oriented metaverse play, where there's actually things to do in the world. Like if you go to Decentraland, because it's so open and you can basically do whatever you want, there isn't any sort of questing, or in fact, they've recently added the questing thing. In the Sandbox, I think when you go to a specific land, there'll be a specific goal to do, right? So it's a bit more clear in that sense. But hey, they're both really cool. They're both quite big and have their own value propositions. It's really awesome to see them both grow from scratch. I remember when Sandbox first launched. I remember when Decentraland first launched. God, that was so long ago, right? 4 years ago. It's amazing. It's amazing. Some like Sandbox and Decentraland in the early days. I get the same vibe with some projects here, where it's you can kind of see rumblings of what you can think are going to be really big projects. Um, Decentraland and Sandbox, like for a good year or two, they were sort of forgotten about, and there was only like a very small core community of say 50 to 100 people that would frequent the sort of meetups. In fact, there was less than that. I think there would be like 20 or 30 people that would be in the world during meetups. It was like barely anyone, and they kept building, they kept building, they kept building, and now they've got a lot more a lot more people. I think I actually saw a tweet the other day. I think I saw a tweet by Fede Molina, who is the lead at DCL, the kind of growth lead at DCL. Ooh. What's going on here? They're playing with VR. Interesting. DCL playing with VR. Wow. $2.4 million land sale. That's pretty big. They put this tweet out, right? So last week's have been really impressive for DCL. So 200,000 people in a week, active users, monthly evolution. So this is month by month. You can see 2021 has just been going crazy. So 10K in this month, 200,000 people have gone in DCL this month alone. Again, guys, like if you look at this graph in 2020, I wish we could see the 2020, 2019 sort of active graph. So there was like nobody. It's crazy. Yeah, I think DCL is just going to be a beast. Same with the Sandbox, as they just keep building. The platform is expected to hit 300K monthly active users by the end of November. It's very early, but it's great to see it gain momentum. That'll be really crazy to see. 300,000 in November. Well, at the end of November, right? So this must have been November, and one more weekend we're at the end of November. Pretty crazy. Awesome. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. So Sandbox coming out in alpha. Start to see what they build. Let me just put this here so I don't forget. Expecting some fruits and juices. Baby Shark NFT will trade on marketplace supported by Eminem. What? So I think this came out a while back. I don't exactly know what's going on. So let's see what's going on. Baby Shark Sensation is getting monetized in all things possible and steps into the digital market of NFTs that leads the company to the marketplace that Eminem invested in this summer. An old summer camp song, Baby Shark, became an unavoidable earworm when the short Baby Shark dance video went viral in 2018. Now it's the most viewed video on YouTube with almost 9.7 billion views gained. Okay. Blah blah blah. So it looks like we have Eminem singing Baby Shark. Is that what's going down? Right. I actually haven't even heard this. Baby Shark Eminem. E-Pro Team support for Eminem and Shady Records. Right. I gotta hear this. Alright. One sec, guys. Gotta work out my headphones, which I always have trouble getting. Yep. I'm gonna enable something here. Stream Deck. Yeah, I get Sandbox ads. I'm getting so many NFT ads these days. It's gonna be on Maker's Place, right? gonna be on Maker's Place. Is that what they said? Maker's Place. Wait a minute. Oh, how did I miss this? Eminem, Sony Music invest in NFT marketplace startup Maker's Place. I didn't even see that. Right. So he's launching it on Maker's Place. That makes a lot of sense. Let me just hear what's going down. One sec, guys. Anyway, I'll probably do this in my own time. Listen to Eminem Baby Shark, but it looks like that's going to be on Maker's Place. It's good to see Eminem back. I would have loved to see him do a little bit more because, I mean, he dropped, you know, a few $1 million worth of NFTs on Nifty Gateway. And no one's, I mean, I don't know how they're going to hold value if Eminem doesn't do anything else in the NFT space. I think he'd need to do a lot more, right? All right. What exchange of NFT does Eminem own? Looks like Maker's Place. Let me get rid of Baby Shark. I'll listen to that in my own time. Well, interesting. I mean, it's good to see celebrities come and play a bit more with media and NFTs. The reality is that NFTs are designed to just be so easy for musicians or creators to not just monetize but interact with the community. I can see people like Eminem just being like, yo, this is way cooler than releasing records and labels and all these albums and stuff like that. Why not just release NFTs? So it'll be interesting to see how he goes about that, and what that means moving forward. Colby says, I want to hear it. I actually want to hear it too, but the bloody headphones never work for me. I need my homie Michael in the house, but he's not in the office today. Let me see if I can figure it out. No, can't. I'm too noob. Are you gonna mint your Penelopes, kitten? Your basket will be gone in a few weeks. Didn't know I could. I didn't even know I could do that. I will if I knew I could do that. I'll probably put a note down later on. Someone right-clicked every NFT in the heist of the century. So this came out a while back. Oh, I gotta show you guys this, right? This is just crazy. I usually don't get involved in just the NFTs or a JPEG sort of discussion. Although it sort of triggers me a little bit. But someone made an NFT Bay, uploaded NFT media content, and fighting NFT saying it's over. The top comment says literally all of Ethereum's value is gone due to this site. Now I don't know if that was a joke of a comment. For me, it looked real because the dude blocked me. I can't like access the Twitter anymore. So he goes, I love how some crypto bros. Anyway, so basically someone uploaded all the images of OpenSea onto what they call the NFT Bay, and they're all downloadable. It's kind of like, I don't know why people think we're buying NFTs because we want to own the rights to display the JPEG. I mean, of course that's a stupid idea. No one would ever do that. I mean, to think that the youngest generation, Gen X, Gen Z, they're all buying NFTs. We grew up around internet. We know how easy it is to download or sort of like print screen images. Why would we buy images? We're not. We're buying the NFT. We're buying a collectible that the market has decided has value. I didn't decide. Maddie didn't decide individually that, hey, I'm going to buy this NFT. This NFT has X amount of value. The market decided it, right? 2 years ago, the market wasn't as healthy as it is today. Today, it is more healthy. We as a human, me as an individual, I don't know what the market will accept to trade. But if they've chosen NFTs, then NFTs it is. That's as simple as that. And so for a lot of people, I mean, it doesn't, I know it doesn't make sense, and you could question why the hell are people doing it, but when you look into it, if there's a marketplace for it, the marketplace dictates what's going down, right? So anyway, the dude that made this, he kind of put it out there and was like, haha, got you, I put everything up here. There's no need to buy NFTs. There's like this massive movement to crush NFTs. I really don't get it. Yeah, top comment ended up being this dude. He goes, I love how crypto YouTube bros or whatever are desperately trying to spin this as an actually this is a win for the NFTs because this is just marketing them. Like literally every NFT that currently hasn't just been put up for free. Literally all of Ethereum's value is gone due to this site. It's got to be a troll comment. It just has to be. It just has to be a troll comment. That can't be real, right? You even spelled Ethereum wrong. You even spelled Ethereum with an I. Anyway, I don't usually kind of pick on them or anyone, but sometimes, you know, I have to retweet what's going down because I don't know. I feel like there's such a massive movement to uneducate people that, yeah, it just, I don't know. I feel like I have to make a comment sometimes. But super not going to make it. Like, if you're stuck on NFTs at JPEG and it's been a year and people are still trading NFTs, like, you have to think there's something more going on, right? Yeah. All right, let's keep going, guys. Don't want to lull on that too much. NFT Market Exports unveils the Diego Maradona NFT collection. Looks like a bit of a shill article. Not really going to go into it too much, but Maradona NFTs. If you're into them, check them out. Now, the Wolf game. Someone tell me what the hell is going down on the Wolf game. Is Wolf game the next NFT craze? High stakes meets NFTs on the blockchain. What is Wool and where is the risk? All right. Tell me about it. Okay, so here's the full thread. All right. Nikki says, Maddie, do you play poker? I used to back in the day. I've stopped playing poker a long time ago. Wolf game. Thousands of sheep and wolves compete on a farm in the metaverse. A tempting prize of wool awaits with deadly high stakes. NFTs meet DeFi in this first of its kind, fully on-chain risk protocol with novel tokenomics. Learn more. The plot. On a quaint farm in the metaverse, a flock of sheep congregate. They huddle in a barn and are sheared regularly by their farmers to harvest their wool token. With more wool token, you can mint more sheep. All right. So I'm assuming sheep pop up on the farm in the metaverse and they give wool token. You go and farm the wool token. All right. And then you get more wool token. You can farm more sheep. You can mint more sheep. All right. I think that's just a clever way of saying you can use wool to buy sheep. Right? It's got to be. People are saying it's mainly been shilled to the moon. Yeah, I figured. When Gary V mentions anything, like whether he wants it to come off as a shill or not, it comes off as a shill just because of his influence. And that's a sad thing for Gary V. It's also a pro for Gary V if he actually wants to talk about a project and that he believes in. Now, when Gary V mentions something, I feel like everyone run in it because they think that it's going to pump, and it usually does, but it's sort of like this short, it's got a short timeline. So people run there, they buy it, they trade it, they flip it, they make money, they run off. Some newbies go in there and be like, oh, Gary V's behind this project, it must be good. They buy it, they're long-term holders. But, you know, Jake says he knows that, so it's always on purpose. I think he absolutely knows his influence. He makes it quite clear that he wants to, like, he's not, you know, do your own research and that sort of stuff. And I think there's literally no amount of disclaimers you can add to people to control their FOMO when you mention a new project. Cranksy says, Maddie, have you received any gift code presents yet? I haven't. In fact, I think only recently can we actually put our address in and get some presents. Oh, did someone win? I didn't. 16 minutes already went past. Holy shit. Yo, congrats. Messe, if you're on the stream, congrats to you. Maybe you're not. But, yo, you won a Treeverse timeless avatar. You're going to get something. Awesome. I can't wait. You know what? After this stream, I'm going to go and mint them all. And I'm going to tweet what I minted. And we'll give Messe a timeless avatar. Damn, I should have done a reveal today, shouldn't I? Thursday, guys. Day after tomorrow, I'll do a reveal. All right. But outside the barn, so let's keep going with this thing. Outside the barn lurk dangers the sheep are terrified of, which are wolves. When sheep roam, wolves try to steal their wool. So the farmers made an offer the wolves couldn't refuse, paying a tax on wool production. In return, the wolves don't attack the sheep who stay in the barn. All right. Not all is well on the farm, however. The farmers work hard for their wool and use it to buy more sheep. So they're furious when wolves, especially the higher alpha ones, steal their newly purchased sheep. An aura of risk always lurks on the farm. All right. Wolf Game is a risk protocol for NFTs with novel tokenomics. For the very first time, your NFT can steal other NFTs you own and accumulate ERC20s. The rarer your NFT, the more tokens you'll accumulate probabilistically. It's a wolf eat sheep world. Mechanics, there will only ever be 10,000 Genesis sheeps and wolves. You have a 90% chance of minting a sheep and a 10% chance of minting a wolf. You can stake your sheep and wolves to earn wool. Right, so it's just staking mechanics to earn the wool token. Sheep earn 10,000 wool per day. Wolves earn 20% tax on all sheep wool production. No shit, that's pretty cool actually. So sheep earn 10,000 wool per day. Wolves earn a 20% tax on all sheep wool production. Wool is the deflationary utility token on the farm. Use it to mint the 40,000 Gen 1 sheep and wolves. That's 40,000 of them. Right. So you get the wool, and then you can use that. Your burning wool decreases supply forever. Right. Wolf advantages, sheep risks, wool token tax. Staked wolves earn a 20% tax on wool production. Stolen mints. Staked wolves attempt to kidnap all new non-Genesis mints. They have a 10% chance. So you stake your wolf, and you can kidnap all new non-Genesis mints. So every time a new one's minted, it has a 10% chance to be kidnapped by a wolf. Unstaking risk, 50% chance of your wool token being stolen by the staked wolves. Unstaking risk. So if you unstake, you got a 50% chance of your wool token being stolen by this. This is really interesting game tokenomics. Holy shit. Wolf alpha scores. All wolves are rare, but some are rarer than others. Wolves with higher alpha scores are more powerful. They get a higher percentage of tax and are better at stealing Moz. Sorry, man. Where does this all live? 100% on the blockchain, fully in the public domain. No IPFS, no API, no roadmap or empty promises. The website is just for the community's convenience. Is every mint unique? Are there rare traits? Yes, every sheep and wolf is 100% unique. The art is entirely on blockchain and generated from 172 traits. Was it hard to build? Blah, blah, blah. Techniques used to learn the full rules of the game. This is super interesting. It's complete. I mean, as long as it's a fad, I would assume the token has value. The moment it goes beyond that, I would think it doesn't have value. But hey, it's a collectible of a project that, hey, did something different, right? Cranksy says, WTF, that's so complicated. Yes, super complicated. I think it's just a very unique way to say, well, if you stake your coins, you can get, or you can earn a yield of the wool token. You can use NFTs to stake even more and get bonuses, and kind of using NFTs and fungible tokens on a DeFi protocol. Interesting. Now, what happened with OpenSea? I would love to see the graph for this. I think there ended up being an issue with the contract, right? I introduced you to the new Wolf game, a full-feature blockchain economy to be released in 2022. Today you may begin your quest towards farm dominance by sacrificing wool to gain a farmer. Lay claim to one of only 20,000 Genesis land parcels in this game. More virtual land. 18 hours ago, they ended up releasing this. The most productive fertile lands in all the Wolf game are the Genesis parcel, each unique abandonment, blah, blah, blah. Owning the strength of the community. All right. Gen Zero, good things are coming your way. The Shepherd. It's actually pretty cool. Like, if they continue to build on this, it has. I mean, something like this would be completely up to them, right? They decided to make a massive virtual world that you can do a lot more. So it's really you're putting your faith in the team. Now, who is the team? Who is the team? There probably is no team. Who am I kidding? There is no team. Yeah. Probably ain't no team. What is it called? Wolf? What's it called? Sheep Wolves? Wolf game? Forgot the name. Wolf game. There we go. Buy on OpenSea. Oops. Let's see how OpenSea is doing with the Wolf game. Why is my internet slow? I'll answer some of your questions by that time. Cranksy says, oh, sorry, Cranksy, one sec. 13,800 items, 3.3 ETH floor price, 273 owners. Are you kidding me? How is there only 273 owners of 13,800 items? That's crazy. They're all unique, right? So if you click on one, I would assume that they're all sort of non-fungible. They're all sort of ERC 721. They're all staked. Right. All right, owner's number is wrong on OpenSea. Okay, my bad. True owner count, 3,489, updated 11th of the 21. The true number of owners is higher than what OpenSea displays because most sheep and wolves are staked for gameplay. Got it. Thousands of sheep and wolves compete on a farm in the metaverse, blah, blah, blah. That makes sense. 3.6 ETH. What does the activity look like? I think there's a big opportunity in the crypto space, and this is what happened with Axie Infinity, Decentraland, and all these other projects. There's a massive opportunity for there to be a new refreshing concept and idea, and for there to be an actual follow through with that idea. There's always going to be this sort of like boom hype phase because it's a new idea, it's going to fall, but then there's going to be a follow through, right? So it's up to them if they want to just keep building and bring value for the wool token. God, my internet sucks. Oh, OpenSea is down completely. OpenSea is down. All right, well, okay, we're not going to wait for that, are we? NFT music platform Royale closes $55 million. I think this is done by Justin Blau. So it looks like A160 have backed Blau with his sort of music platform Royale. $55 million there. We went through that. And then I think OpenSea, so someone said, Maddie, do you think the investment funding round for OpenSea means there won't ever be an OpenSea token drop like the super rare drop? Says Cranksy. That's a good point. Good point. What I've noticed happens is that projects will launch sort of their marketplace or their product. So Axie Infinity will launch, the game, or Sandbox will launch their game, and then they will introduce a token. And then after that token goes and hits like $1 billion plus valuation or whatever, then they will go out and do another funding round because suddenly their game has a ton of users, their token has a lot of a big valuation, and then they can kind of sell equity in themselves. So Sandbox can actually sell Sandbox like project equity into the business after that. That's what I've normally found. So if it's the opposite way around, where they've done a really big equity raise, yeah, the question is, will they release a token or not? I think they should. OpenSea absolutely should release a token. The amount of stuff that you get unlocked with a token, yeah, a lot of people are speculating that MetaMask and Open, it's just such a juicy proposition for the founders. Because suddenly what happens is, right, RJB says, missed 47 minutes, not see you on for a while, Maddie. Yeah, man, it's been a while. but 2 days a week. All right, 2 days a week. Good night, Jake. Looks like you're going to sleep. Yeah. What the big benefit of launching your own token is it's pretty, apart from the legal costs and the accounting stuff, actually releasing a token is actually really cheap, right? If you just go to a blockchain and you're a smart contract dev, you could probably release one in like 10 minutes. You can go, okay, I'm going to call this cat coin, put it out there, and people can buy and sell that on Uniswap. Now, so like comparatively to a company that's worth $100 million plus, the creation of a token is pretty much free. Then the token goes on to trade for its own price. The company owns, say, 30% for its reserves and building. The token price reaches $500 million valuation. Maybe it reaches $1 billion valuation. Suddenly, that company has $300 million or $200 million, $300 million for themselves. Then they've got the community treasury, which is maybe another 30%. So they've got a few $100 million for the community. They don't have to put their own dollars anymore because the investors have paid for the token. The token has value, and they just distribute the token to pay for things. So if OpenSea today did a token drop, I'm so sure it'll hit $1 billion plus valuation, which gives them a ton more capital to build their product. So I just don't see why they wouldn't. It may complicate things because suddenly, regulatorily wise, like OpenSea is probably in a pickle to be able to purchase NFTs, which are technically, to some regulators, investments. Then they're selling investments to people. So they should technically be gating the fact that you can't sell it to the US or certain parameters and stuff. I'm not a lawyer, nor do I really care, nor do I really want that stuff to be in here. But I think what I think is happening is with marketplaces like OpenSea and open marketplaces, they have a lot of back end pressure by regulations. So I think maybe that's why they may be slow with the token. But if they can sell a token, I don't see why they wouldn't. A crypto token would be perfect for OpenSea. When Medikey coined, OpenSea is a centralized pile of crap, says Rich. OpenSea is open, isn't it? You can sell anything you want. I don't see why it would be centralized. It would be nice to get something back from OpenSea after all the fees I've paid, says NFT Addiction Helpline. Yeah, it would be insane if OpenSea did a token drop. They'd be instant millionaires for sure. Hey Maddie, it has been a while. Good to see you back doing these vids. I missed this lol, says Leonardus. Thanks, man. I've missed doing them. Cranksy, no, because they will be allocated tokens, mate. Cranksy, wouldn't their investors get mad if they did that? As in if they release tokens? No, okay, so what happens, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. So NFT Addiction Helpline, answer the question. Usually when investors invest in the equity side of things, they get first dibs to a private sale of the token. So if OpenSea release a token to the public, what they would normally do is they'd have a private sale allocation and then sell that to the people that purchased their equity, and they will say maybe the reasons why these people get a massive valuation on the equity is that they say that, hey, you're going to have first dibs on the token, or you have a warrant to get the token. So my fund has invested in a lot of projects. And when we're investing in equity, we also get the chance to invest in the token. So say we invested $500,000 in equity, we also get $500,000 worth of token when it comes out. But here's the big but for sort of seed investors or institutional investors. Yes, we do sort of get a first dib at it, but it's vested, it's locked. We can't do anything. We can't do anything for the next 1-2 years, maybe even 3 years, where the token is locked up. So although the public get it at a higher price, they can buy and sell it whenever you want. Private investors get it at a cheaper price, but it's locked, right? You can't get any of it for a year or 2 years. So you're actually a long-term investor. And that's the risk you take as an investor. The benefit being you can get it cheaper, and you can add that to your portfolio, but it's locked up. The benefit being for the company that's getting a raise is that they're getting capital before they go out to the public. So they're getting, funded quite well before they go out to the public. It's a win-win. The investors are kind of speculating that the coin will do well when it goes to public. Maddie, good to see you again. Can you please comment a bit about OpenSea can be beaten by someone else in the NFT marketplace game? Why is OpenSea successful so far, in my opinion? I think because OpenSea was so damn early, guys. OpenSea took the space seriously when no one else gave a shit about NFTs. They were going out to Decentraland, they were going out to Sandbox, they were pinging me, they were pinging all the serious traders in all these other NFT projects and saying, hey guys, we're building this one central NFT platform where you can do everything. Just tell us what you want. And I remember talking to them, and they made like this private sale thing for landowners in DCL. They allowed the estates to be sold and bidded upon. And those things allowed me to start selling stuff, NFTs, on OpenSea instead of Decentraland. I think they were early, and they caught that initial momentum, so that when the NFTs blew up, people were just naturally inclined, or at least the OGs, the OG NFT sellers, buy and sellers, were sort of inclined to use the platform anyway, because we had done so for years. And then they kind of fed off that, and then as the marketplace went exponential, and just in terms of like CryptoPunks, etc., everyone who wanted to buy NFTs, they were on a handful of marketplaces, and OpenSea was one of the biggest marketplaces at the time. I also think that OpenSea made it quite easy for, say, a new avatar project. Once it's launched, people just ran to OpenSea to trade those avatar projects, right? So I think that's what caused a massive boom in OpenSea over the last 6 months to 8 months. They just made it quite easy to do so. I don't know if Rarible does that. So what OpenSea does is that they read the contract straight away. So when you list something, or when you open up a new project, so we recently did the Meta Key, the Meta Crew, and then suddenly it's on OpenSea and you can trade it. That was, I'm pretty sure that's without our permission. Like, they're just up there and people can trade it, right? So I think OpenSea is quick to find. People are quick to go to OpenSea to find that and trade. That culture of trading NFTs straight after launch is on OpenSea, and that's where they've kind of gained that thing. Now, can it be beaten? I think it'll be tough to beat OpenSea. I think they can be beaten. If, like Rarible, out of nowhere, when Rarible came to the space, Rarible came and they were like, yo, if you buy and sell on our marketplace, then you get free Rari token. And OpenSea actually at that time lost a lot of volume. Now people have gone back to OpenSea because maybe just out of habit, or the avatar project thing. But Rarible, for a short period of time, were kind of like top trending with it for a while. So hey, I think it's absolutely possible for it to happen. I think if there's a token structure that allows people to get rewarded for creating or making avatars, for doing things that are easy to do, like if OpenSea had this thing where you could check out the avatar projects and have the rarity score right next to those avatars. Hey, if another an NFT project did that, maybe people would go and buy it there. There's like this window of opportunity where you can make things easier and potentially get some of the market share of OpenSea. This is a massive topic. Coinbase is coming, says JC. Yeah, man. Coinbase, Binance, I reckon these centralized marketplaces are going to have a very serious attempt at making a massive NFT marketplace to compete with OpenSea massively. IMX better than Coinbase in my opinion, says Da Vinci. I am bullish on IMX, guys. My fund has invested quite heavily in IMX. Mega bullish on IMX. Hi Maddie, may I ask what you think? Ask what would you do if you had to start all over with NFTs again? Says Trunk. I think someone asked me that, but I didn't answer. Sorry. What I would do if I were to start from scratch is straight away I would open up a Twitter. I would open up my YouTube. I would open up maybe a blog, maybe not a blog, maybe just a YouTube and a Twitter. I'd go scour around, and maybe I'd have $30,000 saved up in my account, right? Medium to moderate size savings. I'd take $5,000 off that. I would scour the web for no-brainer opportunities, of projects that I can directly get involved in, projects with a massive community that have been here for a while that I can sort of grow my following in. I would sort of invest very conservatively at the start. So out of that, my $5,000 AUD, I'd look for opportunities where I can only invest, say, $500 US, sorry. And maybe that means going Harveys with someone. Maybe I'd find a friend next to me in my real life and say, hey man, do you want to go Harveys on this land NFT, or maybe Harveys on this new avatar NFT? My biggest goal is not to run out of that $5,000, but to have more shots at the game, so that maybe one of those investments pays off and goes up to that $5,000 or beyond. So my ultimate goal is to have as many shots in the tank that I can, right? I would never go all in with my $5,000, never, especially at the start when you have no clue what you're doing. Ideally, I'd be hustling someone on someone's Discord and being like, hey, if you go to the land trading channel or you go to the trading channels in any of these Discords, you'll find people saying, hey, I'm selling this land for $5,000. It's the lowest one listed on market. I would message him and be like, hey man, would you sell it for $4,000? At the end of the day, NFTs are high risk. As a buyer, you're taking a risk, so you want to minimize that risk as much as possible. If that guy says yes, if he says no, no problem, I'd find another one. One of the 10 or 15 people will say yes, and you'll get a land or an NFT avatar or something about a 10 to 20% lower than the cost price or the cheapest price, the floor price on OpenSea. Then you can kind of flip that for an immediate game or hold it long term if you believe in the project. But I would keep doing that, and I'd keep tweeting about it. I'd keep talking about the projects I'm investing in to bring awareness or sort of help build that community. That's why I look for long-term ones. If you're flipping, I would absolutely look for either high volume, so there's a lot of volume going on, or I would be messaging people in Discord to get a good price before I buy something, especially if I have a very limited budget. This is a really big topic. I could talk for a very long time about this. All right. All right, guys. It is 9:57 a.m. So I've got 3 minutes before 10. I think I have a meeting at 10. But guys, a bunch of more questions from you guys. I would love to go through some of these in the next time. Thanks for asking. So many good questions here. What about OpenSea not including royalties in the smart contract? Lazy minting. You're right. You know, they do lazy minting, but I think they do lazy minting. They do lazy minting to kind of have very minimal gas costs. But you're right, it doesn't miss out on the royalties. Binance drop happening. Did you get into the Wolf game? Maddie says RJB. No, I didn't. Thank you, Maddie. All right, guys. I'm going to take a break. All right, I'm going to take a break. And Thursday, all right? So not tomorrow, the day after, we're going to be back. I'll do a timeless reveal. So I'll go through all the timeless avatars that I was able to mint. But awesome, guys. Happy to do this again after so long. It's quite refreshing. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Share this if you can. Hopefully I'll be back on track to do this 2 times a week. But we're getting towards the end of the year, guys. You know what happens in Q4 as the crypto space goes a little bit crazy. So there'll be some fun streams ahead. Enjoy yourself, guys. I'll be here on Thursday. So day after tomorrow, I'll see you guys back here again. Take care, guys.